Hello, it's Jackson back with some more Donpachi. I did not expect to be back so soon with another practice run. This was only my second full run after the last video, but it went well enough that I'm like, yeah, this could be a step on the journey. I'm slowly starting to piece things together. I've still got a long way to go. Don't get me wrong, but I felt good about it. I don't know how much commentary there'll be. I'll pop in from time to time, but it is mostly just another run of this game, which I really have been enjoying. I did so after the video I uploaded, I did a full run and was like, oh, stage 4 is fucking difficult. This might have been a bigger jump than I thought. And then I did this run and I was like, all right, remember fundamentals, remember figure 8 movements, bullet tracing, all these things that, you're meant to be just thinking about when playing these games. And just reminding myself of how to do that took me surprisingly far. I think this is, in the end, I think I only ended up needing to use 4 credits, which for me is, very, I felt very good about it. And there are a couple of very, very fun moments that I found very rewarding. Later in the run, especially around the combo meter and scoring. Like I got a couple extends that I'm like didn't necessarily think I'd be able to make, but just because of how intensely you can score if you manage to chain things. I was just it was just satisfying to find ways. I don't expect to ever engage with that stuff because I am not playing for score. It's simply not my worry. But I do like, I tend to enjoy when games use extends to make that part of the survival gameplay for people at my skill level. Because there's a lot of games where it's like, the score exists, but not for me. I'm not very good. I'm not good enough to care about that yet. So I like when it's holistically included like that. I just had some organic moments where it ended up working out really well. I was like, oh, I see the vision. I see why Cave like the masters of this. All kind of links together. Made it through the first level just fine. Didn't make any stupid mistakes on that first boss, as I am prone to do. He did set up save states for levels 3 through 5 so I can practice them in. I don't know how much that will end up helping because I don't know how much has over it all. Like I don't know anything about the workings of this game. But I know that I can't like die 8 times in a completed run, so I don't know if I'm practicing on a save state where I've died 8 times. I don't know how different that is. I guess I'll look at the wiki to find out, but so far everything seems not yet doable, but I would say learnable within a reasonable amount of time if I commit to it. Like I say, when I first played stage 4, I thought maybe not, and then I did so much better the second time. I was like, oh, things that seem insurmountable, you just apply a few basics and it can work. The dodge there because I got into a bad position. That's the other thing I'm learning, is that if you're ever doing a good dodge, it's usually because you fucked up. Like, I shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. I should have taken them all out before they even could trap me in any way. I think what I might do is make some save states before the bosses as well to practice those. Because I just bombed through all the bosses in this. Because you always get refills. And then I'll often die at least once, so then that's like... In the later levels, like, it's 8 bosses, 8 bombs, so you mean... another strat that I I'm annoyed I have to implement, but feels necessary, is I'm basically bombing instinctively every time I die. Because if I don't, I almost always get killed before I can get my power-ups back. Not all the time, but there are moments in this run when that happens where I'm like, ah, that should have been a 1 life lost, but it was actually 2 lives lost. But I have the bombing rhythm down on this down to basically make it a non-fight, so that's fun.
Keep it up.
I haven't looked at any other guides or playthroughs yet. I don't want to because I feel like the fun of it is like figuring out where's the safe spots, what's the rhythm that can work. It's the same reason I don't like to follow build guides when I play ARPGs. I'm like, but that's the game. Figuring out the build is the game. You read the text box, you figure out what skills synergize, and you take that away. What are you doing? You're playing the press A, click, left click simulator? There's nothing. I definitely find coming to grips with the rhythms of this one fun. I was so hoping, I was like, can I make it through stage 3 as well? Can I make it through stage 3 without dying? I don't manage that, but that is my next big goal, is to no miss all the way up to the end of stage 3. Let's at the extend. I know there's a second extend, but I haven't made it, and I always die before that. There is a second extend of that run, but that's on another. On 4 lives. I think, technically, yeah, I'm fairly sure there's a second extend, and it's like 5 lives for the full run if you know what you're doing. And with the amount of bombs, that gives you a lot of leeway in this. It's definitely like more complicated than Batsugan, but very approachable in that sense. I'm glad I just like went on to the next. Because I tried to go like play some of the more bullet hell ones, and they were a little overwhelming, even though like it was slower. Because I played a bit of Toho, and I just found it too hard to dodge. Ultimately, Toho is so much more about actually dodging the bullets. This game is much more about. I mean, you are dodging bullets, but you're also taking out the enemies before the patterns can really deal with you. All the bosses, you can take out the weak spots quickly, stuff like that. Just a different philosophy. Whereas Toho, like, may as well not have a fire button at some point. There it was. There it was. Just got caught out by the side. I was doing so well. I'm fairly sure I die again right here when trying to pick up my things. Yeah, it was right after picking up, but after that I decided, okay, every death, I'm just gonna bomb. I'm just gonna bomb and then get settled in a new neutral state where there's no one to overwhelm me. And that's just a resource cost I'm gonna eat, rather than taking another life, because who knows how far I could have made it on 1 credit. If I'd only lost 1 life there. But this boss is one of the ones that is one of the reasons I really want to make save states for the bosses to practice them. Because it's got a few attacks that, like, I just like this one. I don't really understand how to dodge. There's ones where it like fans out and then like that, and you kind of meant to take the fast way around, like doing the rapid shots. Yeah, like that one. I probably, if I kept going up, would have dodged that. So that was kind of a silly death. No points, loser. But I am up to fucking 8 bombs now, so crazy. Or 7 bombs? I can't count. 7 bombs, yeah. Yeah, so it was those green ships, those green waves were always taking me. I just couldn't deal with them, and now I'm like, okay, what if I just always head back and forth, know the bullets are just gonna, they're just firing straight at me. So if I know that, I should be able to lead them on. And with the sheer amount of bombs I have, like here I probably could have, oh, I did dodge through. Oh, smart. I thought I thought we were about to bomb that. I'm like, I just assumed that I was stuck enough to bomb, but I'm with so many. I'm pretty liberal with the bombs in this bit because like there, I was like, I'm probably gonna run into that one that's like stray and about to catch me. I may have got through the gap, but I didn't know. And there's a lot of moments like this where I should be using the focus laser, but I'm just not in the right position. I end up just relying on the shot a lot throughout this run. That one should use the bomb because I had, look how many bombs I had in reserves. But between that and other stuff, like the other wasted death, I think I could have got even further on the one credit. But yeah, reset score to 0, so I have to get to 2 million again to get the exam, which I do manage doing on this life. I think it's the only life I do. I lose a bunch of credits on stage 5. Stage 5 Nick already have to work on, but I was very proud about getting to this point with stage 4 with only literally only one play. That was a stupid death. And I watch back like this and I go like, I just catch all the time and die. I'm like, that was stupid. That was stupid. These are all avoidable. Yeah, and these I was very happy about managing to, not even like trying, just like accidentally managing to keep the chains up. I think the ship C is very good for that because of the wide fire. With all of those waves, it seems like if you get out of position, they can overwhelm you, but if you're in position, you get rewarded very handsomely with score and just everyone dying instantly because they're all popcorn. But I also know one of the other things is like once you get to the point where you're like, I really feel like I'm starting to kind of get a handle on more of this, that's when it actually just starts getting way harder to practice. I don't think this run means that like I'm necessarily super near the 1cc or anything. I think it's like a uniquely good run. A lot of things went right. I'm learning a lot of things, but I think the classic learning thing is like as you're consciously thinking about things you're learning, you're often making more mistakes that you wouldn't be. Oh right, there was another one up there. Forgot about that one. I have to look up what triggers that. Is it just destroying it, or do I have to do something else? Obviously, I immediately die because I'm bad at the video game, but I'll have to look up if there was any conditions I happened to meet to make sure that actually spawned. But deaths are often very punishing because when they take me, because I'm fairly sure if I have a lot of bombs, they take me down from like 7 bombs to 3 bombs, and it's like, not only did I lose a life, but I lost so many lifelines. So I need to be even more aggressive with the bombs. I thought I was pretty aggressive with the bombs, and to be fair, I am. But you get so many. Yeah, like there I probably should have like switched over to the laser like I'm doing here. But then I get out of position so often that I'm like having to use a diagonal shot anyway. I think this is the bit where like because they shot the missiles out, because I mean I didn't intentionally wait, but now I'm like, okay, if I wait for them to shoot the missiles out, I can get up to 100 chain because then that like links the two things together. Which was only important here in that it gets me another life. I'm like I said, I'm not worrying about scoring in any. I spent all my fucking bombs. I kind of doing okay learning this weird pattern, but yeah, no, I eventually got overwhelmed by the massive things. If I'd held out like one longer, I would have been able to. So, making a note, practice the damn bosses.
This is it. Enemy head. Let's both get out of here. Power up. Power up.
Just being very conscious of how many bombs I have and how much using them is very helpful. I don't think I managed to make it through all of them before taking a stupid death. One thing I am very aware of is like, oh, the longer the stages go on, they're way more like surprising you from the bottom of the screen with enemies. So I'm trying to hang out there at the bottom to clip any that show up because those always catch me off guard. Like that! Like fucking that!
Select your battle. Power up.
And yeah, so I'm definitely, I would say I'm now out of the parts of this run that are impressive and good. I think that my stage 4, like there were quite a few stupid deaths, but I think generally handled it well. There's way more death in this stage. Though I did really like the music. Not as good as the Batagon Stage 5 music, but I like the classic, like, you're in the final stage, so we slow down the music. We don't speed it up, we slow it down. It's still triumphant and cool. Obviously the greatest game to do that, and the one that all games are in the shadow of, is Streets of Rage 2, where the title music replays for the final. Streets of Rage 2 is the coolest game ever made by anyone.
Power up. Longer. Power up. Power up. Power up.
The good thing is that when you die late enough in this game, powering down doesn't seem to be that much of a big deal. I know they eventually just kind of get rid of it from these games. Like, I installed Cyber Ojo on my Switch, and you're instantly having screen clearing blasts, and it's like, okay, I guess we're going crazy now. But yeah, it seems like power-up management becomes less of a factor as these go on. So they just kind of shower you in them in this final stage, so if you die at any point, you get back up.
Longer.
Always tons of guys coming in. Got caught off guard by that and the drills that are invincible. Yeah, this very, very late stuff. Interestingly, I think the final boss is like less difficult than the stage 4 boss. I mean, I kind of bombed through them both, but just in terms of the pattern, even though I'm taking death to both, I look at them and it looks way more comprehensible in stage 5, honestly. Maybe because they know it's the end of the game, and it's not like the true last boss, because I know that this game has a true last boss at the end of the second, which I will not be seeing. But yeah, situation on this, I'm like, I'm already on the diagonal. It's taking more work to get underneath it, and then underneath it anyway, it's invincible, so I'm just gonna like take it out from the diagonal. Keep the shot going. Eventually I just started, fucking, just got crashed into.
Power up. Power
Here it is. The final boss.
Hey, this is it, kid. Make every shot count.
Probably don't need to be as bomb heavy as I'm being. But I'm like, I've got one life in reserve. I may as well go through efficiently. Yeah, kind of moves stupidly there, but like, I'm looking at that and I'm like, oh, there's a little sweep there. I can kind of see a logic to it. I could probably figure out how to dodge that if I actually did any practice whatsoever. But yeah, that was technically 4 credits. So I'm very happy about that. I imagine that will stay my personal best for a while as I start working more on like practicing individual bits rather than upping my consistency. And also, you know, like I say, as you're learning is tough, you make way more mistakes because as it goes from conscious to unconscious movement. So I'm trying. I don't want to hit the thing where, oh, I did so well earlier, why am I doing better now? I'm just, you know, mentally preparing myself for continuing to suck. Always got to do that because otherwise, you know, you'll fuck yourself up. But I've just been having a blast playing this game. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I'm excited to keep learning it. I hope I can have 1cc to show at the end of this journey. But even if I don't, you know, always fun. Like I had a great time playing Violent Storm last year, probably my game of the year last year. And I still don't have the 1cc of that. I'm not really interested in doing beat 'em up 1cc's because you get to the final fucking boss and they're so annoying. Yeah, I just kind of play them to go through them. And I've got decent. I can get to like stage 5 without dying. But I'm just not interested in grinding it out. Find the shmup grind a little more satisfying. Taken out by the revenge bullets, and that was it. That's it. End the fucking game. Not doing the second loop. Always annoys me with how this works because now my best score is not my fucking name anymore. It just says continue because I continued. I'm like, just save they're all me. It's all JET every time. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time with more of this. Oh, it's restarted the video. I'll see you next time. Well, don't stop it. That looks way worse. God, what a shit show. Goodbye!